YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Nate J. Welcome to the vault. Welcome to my finance YouTube React channel, where we speak finances, motivation, all that good stuff, man, to become 1% better than we are today. Yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, man. If this your first time seeing me, welcome. If you're coming from my other channels, from either Nate Just Dope or Life with Nate and stuff like that, welcome, welcome over here. But yeah, man, this is my channel, uh, where we're going to be learning finances, financial literacy, motivation, all that good stuff, man. All of that's gonna be over here, man. This is something that I've been very serious about as far as like over the past couple of years. As I'm on my financial journey to becoming financially free, financially stable. And so for this channel, man, these reaction videos are just gonna be like videos that I have come across over my financial journey, my financial growth journey, and freedom journey that have really helped me out. And for those that may not have come across these videos, we're going to be watching these videos together, learning. This is a judgment-free zone, as all of us are, striving to become better when it comes to our finances and becoming financial literate or financially literate. So yeah, man, this first video, man, shout outs to Mac Moolah. This channel is from his Moolah membership channel, and this video really was like the jump start to me becoming like financially stable. I'll say stable because I'm still striving for freedom, but as far as like somewhere to start, bro, this was the perfect starting point video for me, man. As far as like, when it came to me just starting somewhere, because we all got to start somewhere, man. So this video right here, bro, I just want to share this with y'all. And again, shout out to Mac Moolah. I'm gonna leave this link to this video in the description below, so y'all can check it out without my commentary. But I'm just giving y'all my like commentary as I watch the video. And yeah, man, this is gonna like give tips to like how you guys can manage your money, because the title of the video is how to manage your money to become a successful millionaire, man. So yeah, this right here was the sauce that I knew it, but I needed to hear I needed to hear from somebody that looked like me, if that makes sense. Yeah, bro. So with that being said, I ain't gonna waste no time. I done yap, man. So yeah, let's get it.
Misconception, and that's that money is just money. Money just comes. I just get my paycheck from my job. I get it. I pay my bills, and that's it, right? And the way it's not organized, is one of the reasons why you can't keep money. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I organize my money.
So yeah, if y'all
What's
ain't
up,
got
everybody?
your
You may or may not know me. My name is Matt
notebooks and
Moolah. I am
pens
the
out, go ahead and take
CEO
notes, man.
of the Moolah membership. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of free game on how to organize your money. This is something that I learned not until I was kind of later in my life, definitely way past high school. And it's definitely something that I've noticed that most people, most of my mentees, do not do. Most people who sign up for my membership, this is one of the first things they learn. And I'm starting to learn that it's one of the most important things when it comes to finances is actually organizing your money, because I understand that most people on average have one, maybe two bank accounts, right? They have a checking account and a savings account, right? Some people have two check-ins, but it's not for nothing specific. It's just two checking accounts. Some people have a Chase and a Bank of America, for example, or a Wells Fargo and a Citibank, for example. But it's nothing. The bank accounts aren't for a particular reason, right?
That was me for a long time, man. Like, my bad for pausing, but that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be pausing and giving my commentary. But yeah, but that was me for a long time, bro. Like, I just had one. I think the first time I got my first bank account, well, still my only bank account, was with Wells Fargo when I graduated high school, and that was back in 2011. So I had one bank account with a savings and a no with a checkings for a long time, with just a checkings account and not a savings, until like I want to say like 3 years later, then I discovered like, oh, I can make a savings and save money in there. But to be honest, I was treating that savings as a checking account. Like money was just going in there, and then I was pulling money out, and yeah, no real saving was going on. So,
And one thing that I learned that separates regular people who make regular money to the top 1% of the world when it comes to finances, when it comes to income, is the way they organize their money, right? Because getting money is easy, but keeping money is hard. And here on the Moolah membership, I want to show you how to get money and keep money, right? I'm going to show you how to get money, and I'm going to show you how to keep money, and then growing money is even harder than that, right? But before you do anything, you have to get the money, and then after you get it, you have to learn how to keep it, and after you learn how to keep it, you have to learn how to increase it, right? So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a way to easily be able to keep your money, especially in a well-organized way. Like, I really understand, like, this is a real problem in society. Like, most people, the girls that I talk to, the people that I run into on the street, the people that recognize me from YouTube, from Instagram, whatever it is, people who just DM me and ask me, the people in my mentorship that I talk to one-on-one every day, all these people have this same one common misconception, and that's that money is just money. Money just comes, I just get my paycheck from my job, I get it, I pay my bills, and that's it, right? And the way it's not organized is one of the reasons why you can't keep money. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I organize my money, how I learned to organize my money, and you can take it, you can tweak it a little bit to fit your liking. This is just the way that I do it. This is what I find most successful. And if you don't do it exactly like this, as far as on the percentage based, you need to do it exactly like this when it comes to the type of accounts that you're going to get. Okay, so let's go ahead and start breaking this shit down. All right, so there's billions of ways and an infinite amount of ways to organize your money, especially when it comes to bank accounts, right? I'm going to be giving you the basic ways that I organize my money. You know, it has got a little bit more intricate now as I've become more business savvy and have more businesses, more accounts, more people to pay, things like that. But the first account is investments, right? So the way I do anything that I do is the investments, right? Now, this account is the most important account, which is why we're going to start off with the investments account first. The investments account is the most important account because this investment account is the money that you're going to use to increase your money, right? So, for me, the way that I stay rich, the way that I continue my lifestyle is 40% of all my money automatically goes into my investment account. I don't give a damn how I get it, where it comes from, how much it is. 40% of all my money will go into my investment account, right? Simple, easy, plain, automatic. Now, for me, being a YouTuber, being a public figure, having the businesses that I have, my investments are a little different than most people, right? Because my investment account sometimes might have something to do with clothes, right? I might be doing a big photo shoot for a new clothing line, and I might have to spend $4,000 out of that investment account so I can do this video, shoot these commercials, and make $8,000, $10,000, $20,000 on the back end, right? However you want to slice it, doesn't matter. As long as it makes sense, as long as an investment, and what that investment is you put something in to get something out, right? So
boom, that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to, because this video is 23 minutes, so I'm not going to, like, pause a lot. But, yeah, like, this is a crazy...
investment.
That's a crazy freeze frame. But, yeah, bro, like, yeah, like, anything that goes into this account, bro, like, you're using this money to increase your money, just like you said, bro. So, just like you said with being a YouTuber, like, for YouTube, anything dealing with my channel, as far as like, you know, paying an editor or getting like camera equipment or something like that, like all of those things are investments to make more money because YouTube, this camera makes me money. Editors, when it comes to editing videos, make me money. You like, feel me? And it's to put something, I wouldn't necessarily say small in, but you can say small to get something, like to get a bigger return, or like big return on your investment. You feel me? So that's what I use my my investment account for. So yeah, so anything dealing with business, like he's saying,
is not taking a girl on a date.
Hold on,
An investment is not taking your ass to the Lakers game.
Hold on.
An investment is not.
Let me let y'all hear that real
An
quick.
investment out, right? So an investment is not taking a girl on a date. An investment is not taking your ass to the Lakers game.
Facts.
An investment is not buying a $4,000 fucking jacket for no reason. If you are a lawyer, you need to invest in some suits. You don't need to invest in no motherfucking chain, right? Because you're not a YouTuber, you're not a rapper, you're not a public figure, you're not trying. You don't need that. You're a doctor. You need to invest in some fucking scrubs, some little things you get, some shoes.
Yeah.
You don't need
and
to
excuse his language, y'all. But
you need to invest in property, stocks, crypto.
Just listen to the message.
Invest in fucking Palm Angel shirts if you're a doctor. When are you gonna wear that? You get what I'm saying? So
Facts.
investment could be different for everybody depending on what business you in, depending on how your money comes in, right? But general investments is what I'm mainly talking about. So this is like property, this is stocks, this is crypto, this is starting businesses, right? This is investments that you make into yourself. You might be even buying a course for you to learn how to start a business, right? These are investments into yourself, advertising, right? All these things like that are general investments that anybody does for whatever business they have or whatever income stream they have, right?
Facts.
But what you spend your money on is different. But like I said, 40% of all your money goes into my investment account automatically. I don't give a damn if it's $100,000. $40,000 is going to my investments, okay? Now, the reason I do this is because I want the lump sum, the biggest chunk of my money that I can grab, I want that to go towards making more money, right? So, first of all, I don't automatically spend the money when it gets to my investment account. I save my investment account gets saved just like every other account. My investment account is stacking up. It's not being saved, it's more like being stored, right? So I'm storing my investment money so that I can go buy that property, whether it costs $400,000, $20,000, $10,000 deposit, it doesn't matter. However I do it, I just use that money. That money will always be used by the end of the year. All that money will be gone and it will be put into investments, okay? So that's the first account. The second account is my bill account, right? So these are my expenses. This is my rent. This is my car notes, right? I have 2 cars, so my car notes. This is my my internet bill. This is my Netflix. This is my anything that's on a monthly basis, anything that I have to pay consistently, not just a one-time payment, you know what I'm saying? This is where that account comes in at. That account it differs, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Because what I usually do is I put 10 to 15% in there, but a lot of times I put more in there just because it's an account that I need, right? This is an account that I save my money. I also store my money so that I have more for the future, right? So I don't want to put 10% into my business or into my bill account, and only pay the bills for this month. You get what I'm saying? So if I get $100,000 and my bills are $10,000 a month, I'm not going to only put $10,000 in there. I'm going to throw a little extra of whatever else I have in there so that after I save up, I can be good. So in this account, I might have 2, 3, 4, 5 years of bills, right? So I can stay in this apartment, live in this lifestyle across the street from where I'm at, paying these bills, and with these cars, I can do that for 4, 5, 6 years just off of this one account, and I don't have to do no work. Just off this one account, this money that I have right now, liquid, I can live the way I live for 5, 6 years, and that's how I did that by not exactly spending all of it. I'm going to explain that more in another video, but the way that I did that was just delayed gratification. When I first started making money, isn't necessarily the time where I first started spending it. I was making a huge sum of money, 6 figures a month, for almost a year before I moved into the type of lifestyle that 6 figures a month would pay for. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got to the lifestyle that I'm in now, what you see now, the Fendi store, the $6,000 couch, the 75-inch TV on the wall across the street from the crypto arena in Los Angeles, penthouse, floor-to-ceiling windows. The lifestyle you see now is paid for from that year of saving that I did before I moved into this type of lifestyle. So I'm not really going to give you a percentage as far as bills go because like I said, everybody's percentage is going to be different. Everybody doesn't make as much. Some people make more. Some people make less. Jay-Z probably spends 2% of his money on bills because he's a fucking billionaire. So he probably spends 0.5% of his money on his monthly bills. You know what I'm saying? But this is just the amount of money that I put in there, or just a rough amount that you could pretty much take heed to. The next account.
Yeah, and he said something like he said a bar too, bro. He said, he didn't like. I'm just paraphrasing, but he didn't give into instant gratification. No, he waited a year. You know what I'm saying? Some people need to wait 2 years, a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? In order to like, I guess you could say level up or upgrade their lifestyle. But a lot of people, especially me, like when I first came into money, bro, I instantly like started living above my means, if that makes sense. So because of that, I dug myself into debt, into deeper debt, you know what I'm saying? And in order to get out, I had to humble myself and come back down like, hey, Nate, hey, you ain't got it like that. You don't have it like you think you do. You feel me? And so a lot of people get into that lifestyle and they are like, yo, I can't. I they feel like they can't go back. They don't humble themselves and they are drowning in debt because their bills are too high. Their car note is too high. They got 2, 3 cars and it's like, yeah, your income is up there, but just because it's up there doesn't mean that you have to live at or above your means. Like live below. Some people well below. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like that's a gem right there. All right, let's get into the next one.
Account is your savings account, right? So I usually put 20% of all my money into my savings account. This is rainy day savings that I have not ever touched. I've never went into this account. This is savings that if I go broke everywhere else, I come to my savings account to save me, right? So this is if I'm talking about all resources exhausted. I sold my house, I sold my jewelry, I sold my cars, I sold my clothes. I'm sitting here broke with nothing. Okay, I have no other option. Let me go to my savings account, right? If I have another option, that savings account will never get touched. And that's how I plan to keep it. I want to be 70 years old and be like, I've never spent $1 out of this account. It's at $45 billion because I've never spent $1 out of this account, right? So that's my plan. That's my goal. That should be yours too. 20% is where I put all my money. Well, 20% is the amount of money that I put into my savings. If I get $100,000, I'm putting $20,000 in my savings, right? Automatically off the rip, right? So that's a guaranteed amount of percentage that I definitely do every single month, right? Like now I said, my bill account is a little different because like I said, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 30. Sometimes 1 month I might not feel like going out shopping. I might just work every day for 30 days and I might put 60% in my bill account just to save up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only account that's kind of wishy-washy sometimes, at least for me personally. The next account is my spending account, right? And this is also 20%, right? So remember, I put 40% of my investments, 20% into my savings, so we're at 60, another 20% into my spending, and then roughly 20 or whatever I can into my bill account, right? So that's 100% pretty much. So my spending account is a 20% again. So if I get $100,000, I spent $20,000 in my spending account, right? This is the most important on the fact that this is how you live a luxurious life while still being somewhat frugal. The reason I say that is because 20% of my money gets spent on bullshit. Shit that means nothing. So if I take a girl to Roof Chris, if I want to take a helicopter to Malibu for no reason, if I want to go to vacation, if I want to buy a $20,000 jacket that I just want because I always wanted it, if I want to go buy something that just doesn't hold any value, if I want to take 3 girls on a private jet and have sex with them in the back, that's what I want to do out of this account, right? Thanks. Out of the spending account. So sometimes, because of my profession, it gets a little bit tricky because I'm a YouTuber and I'm a public figure, and I do things in the public eye as far as like almost like fame, I guess you can call it. So like I said, sometimes my clothes can be an investment, right? Because it's image. You have to invest into your image. Sometimes my jewelry might be an investment, right? Sometimes this Cartier bracelet might be an investment, but it still comes out of this spending account most times than not. You get what I'm saying? Unless I have a very specific reason on why I need these clothes to go here to make my money. For example, if I was a rapper and I had a show, I would probably spend about half in my investment account, half in my spending account on this $4,000 outfit so I can go to the show and make $40,000. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, spending account is pretty much, I call it your fuck off account. Anything you want to fuck off. You don't care about this money. This is throw it in the air money. I go play. If I want to go buy a goddamn Ferrari tomorrow, I'm going to spend it out of this account. I don't need a fucking Ferrari. If I want to go buy a new Corvette, I just don't like the one I got right now. I want to go buy a new Benz. It's coming out of this account because it's not something I need. It's not a bill. It's not an investment. It's not it's not taxes. It's not nothing that I need to do. This is just shit that I want, right? So your wants should be about 20% of your money. And that's how you stay rich. That's one of the easiest ways to stay rich. Only spend 20%. You know, and now I know if you're still working a regular job, you're still making $3,000, $4,000, $2,000 a month. You can't only spend 20% of your money because it's only $400. I get that. But I'm talking about the way you organize your money now is how you're going to organize it when you get rich. Right, so this I'm just talking about personal when it comes to the percentages. The only thing I want you to take directly from this video verbatim is the way that I organize my money, not the percentages, because everybody's percentages is going to be different. Now, the last account is taxes. So I pretty much split up 100% of my money, right? So I told you 20% here, 20% here, 20% here, 40% here. So now that's 100% of my money. After I split all my money up, then I usually put a little bit extra into my tax account, right? So I know you probably like, how do you put money into your tax account if you have $100? I'll tell you. Anything that I can't write off on taxes, I just put into a tax account, right? So it's a business account. I put it in my tax account, and it's almost like another savings account, right? So this is where like a lot of my scrap money will go. Because honestly, most of the way my profession is, going back to my profession, a lot of my money gets written off on taxes, right? I have a vlog channel. So literally, if I can go spend $1 million right now, if I put it all on my vlog channel, it's all a business expense. Every single dollar, right? I can go broke right now. As long as I put it on camera to put it out, to film content, I can use that as an excuse to write it off on taxes and pretty much pay no taxes on it, right? So that's more of the things that I do, and that's more of the ways that I kind of, a little finesse of the system, you know what I mean? Now, yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. But taxes account pretty much is just something that gets stacked up over time, and it has a lot of money in there so that I can pay my taxes. This tax account is something that is different for everybody. If you don't have a business, you don't need a tax account, right? Because you're not paying taxes. If you're working a job, even if it's paying you $10 million a year, if they're taking taxes out of your check, you get back taxes. So you don't have to pay anything. But if you're a YouTuber, a rapper, a clothing line owner, or any type of business like that, you're going to have to pay some type of taxes. You're not just going to get off $0 free. You know what I'm saying? This year I had 6 figures in taxes. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to get off for free. But this tax account is something that I store. Another way that I store my money so that when tax time does come, if I get any type of out of the blue expenses that I have to pay, or might have did some bad calculations, or my accountant might have made a bad move, or anything like that, I use out of my tax account. So it's really just like another savings account, okay? So the main thing I want you to get from this video is separate your money. Right. You need different accounts for different things. You need a investment account, right? So on Chase, when you go to your bank account, whatever bank you have, go to literally investment, savings, bills, and expenses, right? Did I get right? And make sure I didn't miss out on nothing. Investment, bills, savings, and spending. That's the minimum you need. 4 different accounts that you need to break your money up into. However you want to do that, however your money comes in. 4 different accounts you need to break your money up into so you know what you're spending, right? So you know what you have going on. Just having a bunch of money in your account, and your account just say $4 million, and you just spend it willy-nilly. You don't know what this money is for. You don't know what this money is for. You didn't put no money over here. You just spending shit. You just got a checking account and savings. You got way more in your checkings than your savings. You just spend it. That's how people go broke, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But if I only put 20%, I only put a certain percentage in my spending account, and I know if I go broke in this account, oh, I'm sitting my ass down
Right.
until
You
I can
ain't
save
touching
up
nothing.
enough, put more into this spending account, and then go spend it, right?
Facts.
So you're not gonna see me on yachts, helicopters, jets, with girls, shopping, doing stupid shit, buying dumb shit, going traveling, shit that I don't need, right? You know, me traveling is something I want to do for the fruits of my labor, but it's not nothing that's gonna make me money back, right? Most of my money is going to go towards investments, which is going to bring me more money back. And then when I get that money back from my investments, I split it up just like I just told you, right? So, for example, my 40% of my investments, let's say out of every $100,000, $40,000 comes to my investment. I might go buy a house, a property for $40,000. I might put $40,000 down payment on that. I might make $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Every time that $5,000 comes in a month, 20% goes to my 20% goes to my savings, 20% goes to my spending, 20% goes to my bills, 40% goes to my investments, right? And I put 40% back into my investment account, right? And then so I put $40,000 on a property, I make $5,000 a month. What's 5 times 48, right? So 5. So now, after I get my money back, I'm in profit right here. So I got all my money back, but even every single dollar I'm splitting up and I'm putting it into these accounts. And that's how I stay on top of what I'm on top of. That's how I know what I'm spending my money on. That's how I organize my money. That's how I know how much savings I have, what I can spend, when I can spend it, what I'm investing on. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. That's how I organize my money. That's how I would suggest you organize your money. And the last thing I want to say is 20% of my bills is 20% of what I make is not my bills. You see what I'm saying? My bills is probably 3-4% of what I make, but I put 20% in, right? So 3 goes into 20 almost 7 times, right? So if 3 goes into 20 almost 7 times, and that's about how much I spend on bills, I'm saving 7 times my monthly bills every time I get paid, right? Every month. So at the end of the month, I paid my bills, and I also got 6 more months of bills in that account just because I put the whole 20% in there. You get what I'm saying? So I hope I explained that correctly. I hope you understood everything that I said. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. I'm going to put the layout, the exact same layout that I just put in the description so you guys can see it and read it and visualize it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in anything, mentorship.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the video, man. Like he said, just to like end it off, man. Um, like he said, the percentages will vary for everybody's situation. Your situation may be different from his, from mine. I know, especially when I first started, this video was what, 2 years old. So 2 years ago when I first seen this video, my percentage, like how I split everything was definitely different from how I split it now. So, but yeah, I would suggest, hey, I should have started the video with this, but I'm not a financial advisor at all. But I would suggest, me personally, I wouldn't store all of that or do all of this in a regular bank account. I would do it in a high yield savings account, or with the bank with the high yield savings account where you can have a high yield savings account, so your money is making interest. You know what I'm saying? It's compounding over time. You know, every month. So you're adding a dollar on a dollar. You feel me? Um, so yeah, there's a lot of banks out or online banks with high yield savings accounts. Me personally, I use SoFi, but yeah, bro, I would suggest doing that, and you can create you a high yield savings account. I believe the lowest, or I started off with the 3.5 interest rate on there, and it bumped up to 3.7 or 8. I want to say over this year. So yeah, bro. So I would suggest definitely getting the high yield savings account, and then within that savings account, that high yield savings account, you can create different vaults and stuff like that. You can create different buckets, just like he was saying. You can have one for your bills, for investments, savings, um, spending money. You know what I'm saying? You can do all of that, and then your money is compounding with the money that you have in there. You know, you can create a tax account, bro. Literally everything that he talked about in this video, I did, bro. And I'm telling you, it changed my whole like I ain't gonna say it changed my life, but it changed the way I looked at money, and it changed the way I thought about money, especially like stressing over money or stressing not having money left over. Like if I wanted to spend something, this freeze frame
You
is
want
crazy.
video?
Right, but yeah, like if I wanted to buy something for myself, I wasn't pulling from my savings account, or I wasn't pulling from my investment account. Like I was saving money for spending. You know what I'm saying? Like I was spent or saving money for my spending habits, I guess, right? I wasn't pulling from that, and just like you said, if I don't have any money in my spending account, I'm sitting my tail down at home, not going out buying nothing. You feel me? And so just like I was saying earlier with my investments account, anything dealing with like putting it into my like my Roth IRA, um, those different type of investments accounts, I was taking my money from there and putting it in there, but then also keeping money inside my high yields investment vault, right? Um, and then like if I needed something for my YouTube channel, like I just bought these mics, right? I just bought these mics from my investment account. I bought a car mount for my GoPro, right? That came from my investment account because it's used for making money. You know what I'm saying? So anything dealing with like you accumulating money, bringing money in, should go in your investment account. You should only be spending money or like putting money towards things that are going to bring more money in to your accounts, right? Just like he explained at the end, man. So like for my clothing brand, people out there, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, right? All of these people have investment accounts for that very reason. So yeah, man. And then your bills, bro. When I say that was the cheat code, because I used to always stress about bills and like being late and not having enough money left over after I pay bills. But that just like he broke it down at the end, bro. Having 7 times more. Some people do 4 times. Some people do 5 times more than your bills. Like all bills like spread across all together, added up to like in total. You know what I'm saying? Having more in that account, so that if you pay your bills one month, you still have left over for months down the line. So yeah, bro. Like I said, this video was a great starting point for me, and hopefully y'all took notes. And yeah, bro. Like if you haven't already, get you a separate account, because I kept my money in one account, really two accounts. Well, I had two accounts, but let's be real, I was only using my checking account. I was storing all my money in my checkers accounts. And yeah, I just just like you said, I didn't know where my money was going. I just was spending money willy nilly, and then when I looked, I was back at zero. Hey, just being real, like I was that like that's how I was living paycheck to paycheck, bro. So it's like you got to start, and for me, it was tough to start because it was like like I was scared because I was like, yo, I know like it's gonna like I know I got bills coming out this week, or I know I got bills coming out next week and stuff like that. So like I was worried about like not having enough money to cover my bills for the next week or stuff like that. But I'm telling you, once you start, you won't ever have to look back again. Like I'm just keep it like that, bro. Like once you start, you'll never look back. You'll never have to worry because your money is operating on the system. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. So don't want to make this a video no longer than it needs to be. Your boy was yapping. I was yapping. So, but yeah, man, that's what this channel is going to be like, man. Just me watching videos with y'all. We learning together. Um, I think it's some more videos of his that I'm gonna bring to y'all as well too, because he got a lot of sauce. Especially if you young, and you are an entrepreneur and you want to learn how to, build financial freedom or like build wealth the right way. You know what I'm saying? Coming from somebody that look like this, man, he's the perfect person to definitely check out, man. So I'm gonna definitely be bring some more videos to y'all from his channel for sure, man. Salutes to Matt Moolah again. Like I said, this video right here, bro, you helped me out a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm older than you, but hey, knowledge doesn't have no or knowledge or wisdom doesn't have like a specific age, bro. Like anybody, you can learn something from anybody, any age, bro. So yeah, man, salutes to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If y'all like this video, comment down below, like, subscribe. Let's go ahead and run this channel up, man. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So now with that being said, it's your boy Nate J signing out. Deuces.